Hello, welcome again to the African Time. The name is Vadashi. Well, recently, the Southern Africa's countries, their organization, the SADC chairman, actually came out and saying everything possible to protect and then also to ensure safety of the Southern African Development Committee or the countries, and also how they can go about with the protection of their citizens. Okay, so say this. So recently, it was shared by the SADC Secretariat saying a statement by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chairperson of the SADC organ on politics and defense. So recently, the SADC came saying, okay, so that heading is a statement by His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Matarika. He says, President of the Republic of Malawi and Chairperson of the SADC organ on politics, defense and security cooperation. So on 31st October, he says, the Southern African Development Community, that is the SADC, continues to closely monitor developments in the United Republic of Tanzania following the general elections held on 29th October 2025. Now, we're deeply concerned by the ongoing loss, property, and public infrastructure. Now, it says we are deeply concerned by the ongoing loss of life, injuries, and destruction of property and public infrastructure. SADC calls upon all stakeholders to exercise maximum restraint and refrain from actions that may further escalate violence and unrest. Now, SADC reaffirms its readiness to assist through appropriate mechanisms in facilitating a peaceful resolution to the current challenges. He says that we therefore appeal for an immediate cessation of hostilities and urge all parties to prioritize the well-being and livelihoods of the people of the United Republic of Tanzania. Now, we stress the importance of embracing peaceful and constructive dialogue as the preferred avenue for addressing grievances. Our collective aspiration remains the restoration of harmony and stability in the United Republic of Tanzania, in which our shared vision of good governance, social cohesion, and sustainable development across the region. Now, SADC encourages security services to act with restraint in the use of force while maintaining law and order. Furthermore, we urge the government and the people of the United Republic of Tanzania to pursue peaceful solutions to the crisis in order to prevent further loss of life and properties. Okay, so basically that is the statement from the Southern African communities. They are saying that they are actually saddened to hear all the outcomes that happened after the Tanzanian elections. We all know what happened in the Tanzanian election, right? Samia Suluhu, actually how she handled the whole elections. I mean, the first person ever to have 98% vote in a general election. I've never ever heard that in any part of the world before. Well, but guess what? She actually praising some of the opposition leaders and also blocked the country's internet access. And moreover, also she was even sworn in closed doors as well. This woman was so bold to make a lot of things. But here it is: the South African Development or the SADCs are out there saying that, hey, wait a minute, bro. We actually condemn the acts. But that's what they're saying doing. They're also saying that they are actually in for the protection of the people and the citizens of the Southern African people out there. But when this was shared, lots of Southern African people were not happy. They're saying that, what are you people trying to say? Well, see this. Well, this one came and says, condemn Samia Suluhu first. There was no general election in Tanzania. This is the script that has been used by the international organizations to support dictators to cling to power. This is a different generation. Tanzania people will finish the job the dictator must for today. Well, man is actually said that, what are you people even trying to massage the whole situation here? Condemn the act. What this woman did was so bad and needs to be condemned. Why are we even addressing this whole issue like this? This is his point though. Well, this one also came and says, I guess you are now just pulling this statement out of the draft and just change it for the offending country. What dialogue? Who is going to initiate that dialogue if not you as the regional body? Were there even elections? If she won 98%, how come whole country is on strike? Well, exactly. If she actually won 98%, then how come the whole country is on strike? How can they still unrest in the country? Again, man, about 98% countrywide have been demonstrating even before the cooked result was announced. Nothing is wrong with ordinary Tanzanians. They are being butchered by that which for demanding a free and fair contest. Now, where does the 98% win come from? Tell the dictator to respect citizens. Very true. These are all frustration that South African people are pouring on the organization, that they should actually prioritize the people of the SADC rather than just helping and then actually laying behind their dictators or their men in power. Well, again, Manchester, while people die in numbers, it was Zimbabwe's first, then Mozambique, then Madagascar, now Tanzania. God forbid. Well, that's so true though. They always wait for something bad to happen before they come out and be saying all the stories. Well, again, Manchester, at least he's making little sense. Unfortunately, he will congregate such a shame. Well, that's so true though. We got to know that some different organizations in Africa, mostly the African Union, were all congratulating Samuel Suluhu for the win. We all know how the election went, and that was not a general election for me. That is a coup election right there. And I feel for the people of Tanzania though. And lastly, Mansa, did you know that you have just said nothing? Well, these are all things from the various Southern African people and how they believe that the organization have really failed them, mostly not only because of this issue from Tanzania, they believe from Zimbabwe to Mozambique to even the recent one also from Madagascar as well. They believe that these organizations are failing African people and mostly the Southern African people. You as a friend, as a person watching this, where do you stand and what is your takes at? Let me see and let me know in the comment section and let's discuss Africa together. My name is Vashi. Thank you for your time and see you guys around for more African news. Thank you.